Doug and PA back with another video. So we have a story where a woman found out that her 22-year-old son was going to have a baby with a woman that she doesn't like. And this woman openly disrespects her son when she was pregnant with the child, would say that the baby wasn't his, but her son has blinders on and is still in love with her and the baby and didn't want to get a paternity test. Well, she convinced him to get a paternity test, and it turns out the baby isn't his, and she wants him to get his money back for the baby shower, the prenatal care, the car seat, all that stuff. And there's two things with this. One, her son's an idiot. Two, he's not going to get that money back. Take the L and move on. So we're going to get into this story. Before I do that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. It shows you support me, what I'm doing over here. And let's get into the story. This story is from the Atlanta Black Star. It says, my son finally confirmed paternity and now we want our money back. I wasn't planning on grandchildren for at least another 5 years, but my son came home at age 22 and informed me that he was going to be a father. I'm not a fan of his girlfriend at all. There's just something about her that makes me not trust her. I tried to communicate this to my son, but he is blinded by her beauty, among other things, and has never been able to hear what I have to say about her. Okay, guys. So this is from the Atlanta Black Star, so we can assume that the people in this story are black. And if this is your first video watching on my channel, Doug MPA is black. I've been black in this country for 42 years in the United States, and I can tell you, this woman is a single mom, and she raised a simp. Because boys that have fathers in the home aren't blinded by beauty or other things. And they definitely don't deal with the kind of disrespect that she says that her son has endured from this woman. And another thing, the black community is a matriarchy. Black men are expected to serve their women at all costs. And single mother homes are what produce these type of men, and that's why her son is so blinded by this. So now that the baby has arrived, my son truly has blinders on. There it is. He is so in love with his baby boy that the idea of getting a paternity test seems pointless to him. I told him that he should get it just to remove all doubt that the baby might not be his. They had plenty of heated arguments while she is pregnant, that she is and she is guilty of spewing comments about the baby not being his. Guys, if you should get your kid's DNA tested anyway. You don't even have to tell the mom. They sell DNA testing kits at Walgreens, Rite Aid, CVS. You take one swab your mouth, take the other swab the baby's house, mail that bad boy in. Make sure your kids are yours, guys. You have to do that because multiple studies have showed that between 23 to 30% of men in this country are raising children that are not theirs, guys. And any woman that would say the baby's not yours, you really need to get your child DNA tested. Because what kind of woman would say something like that? The disrespect is real. My son assures me that she only has said these things out of anger and that the baby is most certainly his. God, what a simp. I had my concerns about the baby's complexion and even his little features. In my heart of hearts, I didn't think it was my grandchild. My son finally agreed to get the paternity test done last week, to my surprise. So I wonder what she said or did to him for him to finally agree to get a paternity test. The results confirmed my suspicion. She was cheating on my son and got pregnant by another man. Boom, there it is. My son is beside himself with anger and humiliation and cannot believe she would go to such lengths to actually lie about something so serious. When are we going to stop this, guys? That she'd actually lie about something so serious. Women lie about this stuff all the time. They sleep with with Alpha Chad or Alpha Tyrone, and then they want the simp to take care of it. It's a win-win for them. They get the alpha genes, and then they have some beta simp to pay for the child. We need to this whole thing. I can't believe she did that. Why would a woman? We need to stop that. I'm hoping in my life sometime that as a society we get over that. It says, I told my son He needs to be reimbursed for any and all money he spent on prenatal care. I personally want the money back for what we spent on throwing her a baby shower and on big ticket items we bought, like the car seat, crib, and pack and play. My son is emotionally scarred and can't think straight now, so it is my job to make sure he's asking for the right things. Is it petty to demand money back for what my son and I spent on a child that is not his? It is not petty for you to ask for the money back, but you're not going to get it. You're not gonna get, and he needs to be worried about the fact that his name is on the birth certificate, because I guarantee you he signed that birth certificate. I guarantee it. And she could take him to child support court and get child support. So that's what she needs to be worried about. She needs to go to attorney right away, because I think you have between 6 months to a year to contest paternity and get your name off the birth certificate. So he needs to get on that right now. He needs to get legal representation, or he's gonna get stuck paying for a kid that's not his. And one last thing to this, guys. Lena Rhodes, the corn star, she said that she hated men up until she had a son, and now she sees that most men started off as somebody's son, and so she feels completely different about men. That's exactly what it is for these type of women that would do this to a man and make him think that a kid isn't his. When they have a son, they have this realization that, like, it's like they don't want a woman to do to their son what they've done to men in the past. It's crazy. Too many of these city girl, ratchet, crazy women only wake up when they have a son, and it's a shame, guys. Don't expect empathy or sympathy from women in any given situation. You're not gonna get it. You get that paternity test. Swab that little baby's mouth. Don't sign the birth certificate until you swab that baby's mouth. And another thing, if you get the kid paternity tested and it's yours, don't say anything to the mom, because if she finds out you paternity tested your kid, she's gonna hold that over your head the rest of your life. Well, you didn't think the kid was yours. Blah 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 blah. But get your kids paternity tested, guys. Don't raise another man's children. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next one.